right, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Herman.
Morning. How's it going, young man?
Pretty good. Cool enough. This is the fourth episode, and it hasn't felt well. I mean, a month is really nothing, but 4 episodes in. So thank you guys.
Thank you, everybody,
for watching. So having that said, how's your week?
Pretty good, man. Pretty interesting, for sure. I could tell you that. On what's going on in the news world, which we will touch on later.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we are drinking.
It's your specialty, so go ahead.
All right. It is a cold brew that I made from myself. I made it with.
What's your process?
Real simple, man. Just coarse grind. You don't want to do it fine. Grind on the coffee beans, very coarse.
So what does that mean? Does that mean?
It means it's like a rough chop. It's like
okay.
You know what mincing is.
So basically, we're comparing the fine. That's basically what you put into the coffee maker,
yes.
And then the other one that's like kind of like the instant coffee that it's bigger pieces.
Yeah, bigger pieces.
But appearance wise, right?
Appearance.
Okay.
That way you won't over extract it, because if you over extract it, it becomes bitter. It becomes just not enjoyable. Enjoyable cold brew. And I made it with a house blend of Costco coffee.
Oh, Costco coffee.
So
house blend.
House blend.
Do they have different types of coffees?
They do. There's so many kinds.
But that's your favorite, or that's the one you chose to go with?
I just chose it because I had it.
Oh, you had it. Okay.
I had that one, so I might as well just go for it. So
nice. My friend Herman here is a great Costco enthusiast.
Novice.
Yeah. But go ahead.
All right.
Oh, okay. So you're done with the process.
Almost, but let's take a sip and we'll keep going.
Cheers to all of you. Cold.
Very cold. That's in the name. Cold brew.
During the week, was it this week? Yeah, you brought me some cold brew.
That's right.
But I literally just drank it without the ice.
Oh man, no.
I really didn't go the appropriate way of drinking it, and I told him, dude, right off the bat, I was wired.
Yeah.
Like.
Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be aware that he drank like 2, maybe 3 days worth of coffee in one go. So he was pretty wired.
Well, I mean,
warning. I should give you a warning next time.
Yes, you should. See, I don't know anything about this, but regardless, what's been going on in the world, Herman?
Man, a lot's been going on in the world. So I think the big one, at least for Californians, is the Subway mystery tuna.
Can you tell us a little bit more of that?
From what I've read, apparently there was this lab agency that tested tuna from a couple stores in California, and apparently, and I quote, did not find any tuna DNA in it.
See, I find that upsetting because there's a Subway here around, and for the longest time I try to avoid it because I don't want to go pay some bucks to make me a sandwich. I have the ingredients here at home, but like, why not? And I stumble across a tuna sandwich to say that I really grabbed a liking to. And afterwards, I wasn't going to be paying $5 every day, so I started making my own tuna sandwiches at home. That's what really sparked my interest in tuna sandwiches again. And I always had that back-burning question, is like, how in the can, like how much real tuna is in the can. But now, or even, which jumps into the Subway sandwiches, is it real tuna? And I had heard like, nah, that shit's not real tuna. Now that this is coming out, I'm really upset at the fact that now I don't really have a sandwich to look forward to. I'm not saying that there's no good sandwiches, but that was my number one pick. But there's that question though, and that doubt in me is
it tuna?
Wait, hold on. Are they gonna keep on selling it? Or that's it?
I think they are going to keep selling it, from what I said. They even try to run a promotion on their website saying that it's, real wild caught tuna, and you can get 15% off by using promo code It's Real.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
Wow, dude. What's your thoughts first of all on the whole tuna situation, and then afterwards, tell us what your favorite tuna Subway sandwiches.
Okay, so the tuna sandwich, so the incident only happened in California because according to the article, it stated that they did a couple tests in New York, and they did find tuna DNA in it. So I don't know if it's something with the distributor. I don't know if it's Subway's fault, if it's distributor's fault. We don't know. We don't know much information on that. But the fact that they're finding quote unquote no identifiable tuna in tuna, which is weird. It almost kind of brings you back to the Taco Bell incident where 10% of its beef was beef, and the other 90% was just fillers. So, to what degree are people able to, these companies able to get away with advertising something without it being truly what it is? Example, McDonald's, they keep advertising 100% beef patties.
Okay.
But that could be any part of the cow. Maybe they grind up the head too, and technically speaking, is 100% beef.
I guess there's no, like you say, at that point there really is no limitation in which body part of the animal you're taking in. Now that you said right now is really enlightening, because that headline, if you really don't dig into it, could be very misleading, and then you could take it into a whole chain. All of Subway everywhere, it's not tuna.
Exactly.
But it's just in certain areas where the DNA was ran, and in some places you were able to find it. In California, unfortunately, at that place you weren't able to.
Yes.
So it's to say to me, I look forward to eating now at Subway, and you guys too. But that's quite. Do you enjoy Did you ever try the tuna sandwich?
No, honestly, no. Not that I can think of. I've tried a veggie delight before, but not any other ones. Not the tuna one.
So is veggie delight just vegetables?
It's just vegetables. They just pump it full of everything, all the veggies.
And you're a guy that likes to eat in volume, right?
I love volume. Yeah.
So, what about out of non-Subway? Are you a tuna eater at all?
You know what? I am. Sandwiches, very rarely. I like putting tuna in bowls, like rice bowls. I'll just make like white rice, and I'll put tuna in it, and with some soy sauce and maybe something else. That's what I like eating.
I want you to let me know if you know, and you guys too there. Growing up, I always heard my mom saying it's not a good idea to heat up tuna. You'll get sick. I don't know what it's usually a cold served item.
That's true.
But let's say you're eating that bowl of rice and tuna, and you want to heat up the rice, right? And you already mixed it, and you're like, oh. And then are you gonna, after hearing this, or have you ever heated up tuna? That's my question.
No, I haven't. But at the same time, if you think about it, the tuna in the can is already cooked.
Right. Yes.
So I would think that it's already cooked, so it's not gonna be affected by the heat. Maybe, or maybe your mom just said that so you won't be microwaving tuna and make the whole house smell like tuna.
That was the one. That makes sense. That makes sense. But hey, this is really good.
Thank you. You office workers out there, tell us, do you guys hate it when someone heats a fish in the office? Because I'm pretty sure you do.
And it stinks up the whole place.
And it stays, man.
Oh, yeah.
It stays.
Okay, so now, having that said, there's something going on here locally.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
in El Paso. And it's based off of El Corralito or just Corralito?
Corralito Steakhouse.
Corralito Steakhouse. And they put out Well, there was actually a little what's it called?
Tabletop sign.
Yeah, a sign that read, "Sadly, due to government handouts, no one wants to work anymore. Therefore, we are short-staffed. Please be patient with the staff that did choose to come to work today, and remember to tip your server. They chose to show up to serve you." Now, that really stirred the pot because this whole statement can be dissected and
Many
be
ways.
taken in many ways. And here locally, I mean, it did gear quite a big amount of grind a lot of gears, right? So, what is your thought on this, Herman?
So right off the bat, I agree with that statement. I understand what they're going for. The way he worded it was a little aggressive, but sometimes you have to be aggressive to put the point across.
Okay, yes.
That is my opinion on the situation. Is there a shortage in staff right now across the nation? In my opinion, yes, there is. And I've seen Burger King's offer positions for $13.50 an hour.
Yeah.
There are people that do worse jobs for less pay.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh,
See?
yeah.
So, I understand, and I've seen videos across the internet too of people being mad, like they get frustrated that the food service is horrible, that it's taking forever. And they throw their tantrums and they make messes and they throw the drinks on the floor because their food's taking a while. It's because everyone is short staffed right now.
Hell yeah. Now, no, hold on. Let me please unwind. What else? What else do you think of this?
You know what? Maybe it was a way to try to get more people to apply. As they say, and I don't know if it's true, all press is good press.
Ooh, yeah, I do agree with that.
Because now with that, it's like, maybe I should apply, or maybe I should go, do something about it. But what about you? What do you think about it? What's your opinion?
I didn't want to get very emotional with this, but I want to provide some sort of solutions, right? To make people think, and you could go three ways with this, right? But everything is kind of 50-50, and that 0.33% is basically, if you want to stay neutral. But for me, for example, a lot of people, one of the keywords there was wages, right?
Yeah.
That was brought up, like you're not paying your employees enough for them to go back to work. Okay, let's say you hire your wages, correct? That leads into your satisfying your workers, and as you said, there's going to be more applicants, which was later translated into more employees, right? Mm-hmm. Now, we are not taking into consideration the big unfortunate blowout that a lot of restaurants and just businesses in general, those big hits that they took last year, and they're still feeling the repercussions of that. And unfortunately, due to the revenue, labor costs might be limiting them to higher up them wages.
That's right.
And or hiring more people. Now, what is the result? What is a better thing to, I guess, the solution for them? Like you said, the way that they could market themselves, because any good, I guess, in a way, this bad publicity really put them in the map and really put a lot of the local and non-local businesses, restaurants in this case, in the map. They brought it up. Now, what about the other keyword that said handouts, government handouts? Now, I do understand that some people, they are, eligible to receive them. Such, if you have a disability, let's leave it like that.
Okay.
Let's put it in a working scenario in which you you're healthy. And I had to write this down because it's really something to think about. If you're healthy to work and if you're scared, if you're scared to go to work, then don't complain once them handouts are gone, right? Because as of this week, that's when Texas no longer will be receiving unemployment if you do not fall in the criteria, correct?
That's right.
So, okay, now, having that said, you do fall into a comfort zone, but please do not get upset whenever, there's no more help coming in. Now, what does that mean? Unemployment ends, and then that will spike up. the employment rates
And then
here.
people are actually going to start looking for jobs.
People are going to start looking for jobs. So this is kind of like something that I understand why it mixed the bowl a lot. You know, like it stirred the pot. There's really a lot to talk about. Thick to talk about, and it was really I really didn't want to get into it, but it's really something that it's divided right across the board, you know. And
it's because I think for me also that the part that was unfair is that a lot of people that were unemployment were getting more money than they were working regular jobs. I think that was like one of the biggest contributors. They were getting like close to like $600 a week, maybe.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's six.
At this peak, I think it was $600 a week.
$2,400 a year.
A year.
You know? Like if you were to like 24 a month.
A month.
Like
I was like,
that's horrible.
I was like, okay, let's hold on to see if he realizes that it's per month.
I'm not college material. I'm just gonna put that up.
Hey, but to all you essential workers that never stopped and feared for your lives and still kept on going because you have to provide for yourself and your family, hats off. You know, Thank you very much. And I think that what we could take about this is that now hopefully we are able to see hopefully the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to this whole horseshit virus. And
That's true.
You know, it's funny because I tell Herman that sometimes I forget that Texas is opened, and many states across the nation are now, but a lot of the world is still closed.
It is.
In the sense in which it's not the same as in, quote unquote travel and just regular stuff, normal. Mm-hmm. But hopefully we go back to a new normal that is no longer causing shit like this.
How long? A year? Next year and a half?
For things to be smooth and to say, okay, we've put this in the past. A good nearing the year.
I would say a solid year and a half. 2023, we should be pretty good.
Hey man, live events are coming back. Yeah, that's a good one.
Rammstein.
I mean, we're talking about another country there. So Mexico, but and actually Rammstein is gonna come to the United States, but anyway, what else do you got for us here, Herman?
Oh man, you're making me run short on topics now. I'm a little unprepared today. Okay, so in this world where we have so many things going on, you don't take time to think about yourself, right? Not too much.
Not too much.
So, like when you put your skills into use, let's say, just whatever, like cooking, editing, whatever, So, if you could have one of these, what would you do? Would you rather be a jack of all trades or master of one?
Oh, they've asked me that question, and okay.
Because we can go very broad when it comes to master of one, we can go with like cooking or playing an instrument, because you can just pick one. Like you can be like a master of playing like windpipes, but like just kind of broad, but like in one thing.
You know what? Based off of how I am and how I carry myself, I like to learn new things. So I would go with the jack of all trades. Yes, because that really yells opportunity in different fields.
That's true. You'd be wanted everywhere.
Yeah, but that's not essentially good in society's eyes. But fuck, I mean, I'm just doing me. What about you?
I thought about it because, like, okay, think about it. If you're a master, if you're a jack of all trades, technically speaking, you can fly. Not very well, but you can fly because you're a jack of all trades. You can.
Yeah, you can do your shit pretty solid.
You can do a lot, but for me, I would rather be master of one.
Okay.
Because I like doing one thing and I want to do it well.
I get you.
What would that be for? I think, cooking.
Oh.
I would love to be the master of one in cooking.
Hey, I mean, yes, I do agree with that. And I 100% agree with both, because it all depends on the person. I think that it's a very subjective question of how you carry yourself and how you are,
That's true.
It's like, but hey, that was a good one.
It is.
Was that the only one you had?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it came a little unprepared today. What about you, man? There's going to be something you want to talk about today?
We were already in the topic of would you rather's, kind of. So we came up with, we didn't come up with jack shit. We just looked it up and I picked. I feel a little bit, that I took over because I didn't let you pick anything. For the sake of time, I just picked 5. And it's just would you rather. I'm pretty sure you guys know what kind of game this is. And first off, right off the bat, Herman, would you rather never be stuck in traffic again or never get another cold?
Oh man, that's a good one. Nah, screw it. I never want to be stuck in traffic again. I think that's a pretty easy one because, like, as for me, I do DoorDash and I do Instacart, so, sponsors, please, no. But for me, it would be nice just being able to smoothly drive from one place to another.
Okay, all right. I to answer that, I would also go with never be stuck in traffic again because 2 things. Traffic really takes a lot of your time. A lot of your time, you never know when you're going to end up stuck in traffic for hours maybe, And secondly, with cold, fortunately, a lot of people can function with it. Yeah. You could still keep doing stuff. Even if you don't go to work, you could still do things around,
Technically speaking, pre-COVID, people with colds were still going into work.
Yeah. So I think all in all, we both choose to never be stuck in traffic again. Okay.
Well, what about you guys? Put it down in the comments what you would want to choose,
Yes.
Never stuck in traffic or
not having a cold. Yeah.
I'd love to hear you guys' opinion.
Would you like to read the second one? Have fun with my handwriting.
Your handwriting? Let's see. Let's check it out. Can't believe this is your handwriting. I feel like a child was here. Okay. Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or lose all your pictures you have ever taken? I'd rather lose all my money and valuables.
Really? Okay. Do you care to elaborate?
You know what? Because pictures for me, it's just a moment in time that will never come back, and you're able to look at it and enjoy it. And if that picture is gone, then you won't. You're not gonna have something to look back on.
Okay.
So it's more of a sentimental value because your money and valuables can come back. You can work and, gain it back. But once you lose those precious pictures, this is never going to come back. That's it,
So with this one, I'm going to go quite the contrary because, to begin with, I think the value of the picture nowadays lost. It's lost. Kind of, it's not the same as before.
That's true.
Because you're taking shots after shots after shots after shots, whether you are in a concert, whether you are with your friends, whatever it is. But it kind of lost its value already. And my old pictures, I never took pictures with that kind of camera. So I'm really not losing a lot because other people took the pictures that really bring me back to a good time when I was a child, right? Okay. So I would rather lose all the pictures that I have taken.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So
sounds good.
Right. Well, we're against each other in that one, but that was pretty cool. Would you rather be a prom queen or king or valedictorian, guys?
Ooh.
Go.
You know what? I'd rather be a valedictorian because that's something you can take down the road. Because that's showing that you have knowledge, that you worked on something that means something. While being a prom king or queen is just a popularity contest.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like you said in a nutshell. I really can't explain much because you really can take knowledge further, and you could work off of that. prom queen and king. I guess your 5 minutes of fame after that, and that's cool. That's whenever you get your 10-year reunion, it's like, oh, remember you were the king and the queen. But besides that, there really isn't much value into it. It also goes back to value.
It's a face value sort of thing, and that's it.
What do you guys think? I mean, did you ever go to a prom?
I did. It was nice. I felt very sad because nobody touched the food, but I did.
Oh, what were they serving?
They were serving like little burgers and just little things here and there.
Do you like sliders?
I do. I do like sliders. Sliders. I would think sliders are one of my favorite foods.
Finger foods.
Finger foods.
You want to eat my finger?
Oh.
Charlie bit my finger. Would you rather be the hero that saved the girl or the villain that took over the world?
The villain that took over the world.
Oh, naughty.
I'm tired of the same thing. It's like, oh, you're my hero. Nah, I want to do something big. It's like, I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I always kind of rooted for the bad guy. I always rooted for the villain.
Okay. Wait. Do you root for villains or do you root for anti-heroes? There's a difference.
There is a difference.
That's a hard question.
That is a hard question. That is a hard question.
So, okay. Do you root for... do you root for Batman? No. Do you root for Joker or do you root for the Punisher?
Ooh, see? That's great because I would root for the Punisher because he is a really good anti-hero. Because he carries out justice in his view.
Right.
While the Joker, he just wants chaos. That's all he wants.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, what would you label Thanos? A villain or anti-hero?
Dude, I was listening to a podcast and he is the epitome of an anti-hero because he's telling the people, the folk, I can save you guys from this horrible ass humanity and existence.
It's like you're gonna have to take a hit, but
but
life is gonna be better for you.
So he is kind of an anti-hero. He's not but I understand how you could see him as a villain.
That's true.
It's the way that he he delivered the message. It's his acts.
It was just very
at a point he became very selfish, right? He was like, well, these guys are not on board, and he has his little minions, but those memes, bro, of oh, I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, it's. I think for sure he is an anti-hero because he did try to help out the universe.
Yeah.
He tried to help out everyone by extinguishing half of the life.
My sister, and she's not the one that brought up this thought, but she says that a lot of villains really did come up as anti-heroes because they had, or even heroes to some people because they had an actual message that they wanted to do, to deliver and to act on, but society just misunderstood them, and then I guess that's when they preferred chaos and see the world around them burn.
I'm trying to think of a villain that was misunderstood.
I mean, Joker straight off the bat.
Oh yeah.
But another one. Can you think of another villain?
Hold on. You know what? This is gonna sound so strange. What about in Popeye, the big buff dude that's always like Popeye's arch enemy? He's always trying to kidnap his girl. It's we don't know what's going on. Maybe it's gonna go in a weird way. What if she's in an abusive relationship, and he's just trying to save her? We don't know what's going on.
Oh, they're just telling you one side of the story. So.
But maybe she has Stockholm syndrome. Well, I'm sorry. Now I'm really getting into she has Stockholm syndrome.
Okay.
She doesn't want to leave. Okay. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. Now. Oh, I didn't answer. I'll just keep it short and sweet. I always got a hard on, when Spider-Man was saving people in the credits, along with Foo Fighters' My Hero.
Oh.
So hey, there's no more better triumph than Foo Fighters or band singing about you, and then you're in the credits. You know, I don't know. It's just so stupid, but I don't know. I just like to be loved, and I like to love girls, bro. Although nobody loves me back.
Just gonna put a little side note. I noticed that villains get more girls than heroes. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Also, I should just become a villain.
Bro,
now.
how many villains do you see just like having women flock over them? Like you'll see them just like, but they don't care. You know, it's like the villains have a bigger picture in mind. It's just like you're nothing to me right now.
Would you say James Bond is a hero? Because he has a flock of women.
He does,
And I don't think anybody, if you're comparing any universe or any,
He does, man. But that's a hard question.
You guys, tell us of a villain that can overpower James Bond.
You know what? Everyone in the comments, let us know what you think about James Bond, and we'll go over it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Answer, put in the comments. Want to hear this out.
And please forget my answer and get it off your brain. Would you rather never play video games again or never use your favorite app again?
So the calculator app.
That's your favorite app?
Well, okay. So what? Let's put that out there. What is your favorite app?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Well, because now that I answered that, I mean, I understand what you're trying to. I guess like,
I want to know
what's the function of that app?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like, can I function without the app that I always use? Oh crap! Google Maps. That's the one I use a lot.
Ooh.
Oh crap! Nah, I'd rather not play video games.
Really? Okay.
It's because like I use Google Maps a lot, and like it is not just for like for like door dashing. It's for like I just like looking at things. I like I think I got it from my dad because he likes looking at maps, and I like looking like distances from like here to like where my friends live, and then I just like seeing geographical things.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just drop video games.
You know what, man? I was really leaning towards just stop using the apps. But it's crazy how you don't realize that sometimes you do need those essential apps. Not too long ago, I had to use Google Maps because by God's green earth, I wouldn't be able to know where one of my friends lived out in Horizon City, and especially somewhere you don't know. So I was gonna just say I'll stick with video games, but you always have. But I mean, is that your favorite app? Because I guess that's we kind of reworded it.
That's true.
Because what is your favorite app?
I don't think I could say it on the air, man. No, but I just like Google Maps. As strange as that sounds.
Hey, that's fine.
The texting app.
So I'm just gonna go straight up. Like my favorite app is really YouTube, honestly.
YouTube Premium.
Yes, please play. Please pay $12.99 now. For it saves time. You're like paying for convenience, bro.
Bro, you look like you're kind of dying there. Just like it's $12.99.
No, I mean, just don't put gas on your car. You'll be good for a week. You know what?
Just drive to work.
See what I was walk
to work. Walk to work for about 2 weeks. You can afford YouTube Premium.
And then you're paying into fitness, bro, too. So, like you're walking, so it's just a circle. But anyway, no. Like, since it is my favorite thing to do as in spare time or free time, YouTube. I am a guy that really just likes to sit, behind a desktop. So I don't think that'll ever stop me, from using YouTube. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there is no loss. Because most of the time when I have my phone on me and I'm using apps, I'm either at work or out and about, but I'm not gonna start watching a video, or at least not me, in a store, in the restaurant, at work, unless I'm in break. But I mean, that's gonna be a very short-lived amount of time. So I think I could hold on to get home and start looking on YouTube on the desktop. So I think there really is no ultimatum for me.
I just realized what my favorite app is too.
What?
Spotify.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, it's because there's so many apps.
There's
That's
so-
right, dude.
Dude, but no, I can't. I'd rather have Spotify in my life than never play video games again.
You know what? Yeah, that's
I just love music, man. I love music.
It's a very intense question.
It is.
I mean, you like video games.
I do.
You play, and shout out to name all your friends. So I know
All my
Evo.
friends?
I know.
Yes.
Well, I don't know them, but and Gray,
Yes.
and that's all you tell me about.
And then there's Baz.
Baz, what's up, Baz?
What's up, guys? So it's Gray, Evo, Baz, Patrick. Right now, the new member is Jester and Tommy.
Tommy gone.
Tommy Razor.
Is there a name to your clan?
Yes, but I don't know how to say it. It's like related to Harry Potter, like abracadabra or something.
Oh, it's like
that.
a spell.
Yeah, it's like the spell. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know how to say it, so I'm not even gonna bother. Because I know if I were to say it, there's gonna be a little Harry Potter ones that that's not how you say it. It's like this. I'm like,
The Harry. Let's just rename them. The Harry Potheads.
The Harry Potheads. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Gray's not gonna like it. Sorry, Gray. You're not gonna like that. But
But I would say that you would have, like, I thought you were gonna say, video games because you're a gamer, and I guess not. I guess we both can't live
that's
with,
true.
without
Applications.
applications. Spotify is really a big one for me. But
Job applications.
you have, I think we give up job application. That's my favorite kind of
Yes.
application. I guess we ran out of questions here.
But I think this is a pretty good
Stopping
place
point
to wrap things up. Yeah.
Once again, guys, if you made it this far, I appreciate. Oh, and please comment if you rather just not use your favorite app again, or you would stop playing video games.
Yeah.
But having that said, thank you for if you reached the end of the video. It's been 4 episodes and it's been fun, and it's getting.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
It's getting better every time. So, any last words?
No, that's it. You guys have a good week. Be wary of what you eat, and take care.
Bye. Cool. Would you say that this one was a bit of sloppy?
A little bit, because at the end, just
Yeah.
because we ran out of things, but that's okay.